Hello! My name is Odysseus Prometheus III, but you can call me Odie, and welcome back to Pokemon Fire Red. I'm shortening it to that. So, last time I kind of messed up a little bit and did not save. So, I just spent a good chunk of time getting back to where I was, though a few things are probably a bit different, such as Pickpocket is a level higher and female as opposed to male this time. But I'm not 100% sure about either one of those, and I don't feel like going back. So I'm gonna head in to Mount Moon now. So yeah, this place is probably gonna take a while. Bullet Seed, that's gonna come in real handy for my, War Turtle. There are few things as just mentally draining as having to do something that you thought you already did. And just because you just messed up like one thing. But anyway, I'm gonna try and get through this cave in fairly quick fashion so we don't have to spend like an entire episode here. But I will be jumping around in editing a lot of it out, just because I doubt you want to see me just running across a cave doing nothing. Unless, of course, I just end up rambling and rambling through the entire game and episode again. Who knows what will happen? I certainly don't, because, well, I just had to do the same episode twice, so I'm not gonna do that again anytime soon. Hopefully. What? I'm waiting for my friends to find me here. Are they in the cave also? Because if they're not in the cave, you're close enough to being out of the cave that you could totally just not be in the cave. Unless if they're on the other side of the cave. If so, get closer to the other side of the cave. This cave isn't that complicated. It's not big. Granted, everything is scaled differently when it's the game world. So maybe it's huge and sprawling and complicated, and this is just an extremely simplified version that we are given. Who knows? I certainly don't. Of course, I would never know something like that, yes. What? Don't sneak up on me! I ran directly towards you, and when I was probably still 20 feet away, you suddenly got the exclamation point and walked up to me. How was that sneaking up on you? I didn't creepily tiptoe behind you and then talk to you. I just started walking towards you, and you noticed me. Or is that just like a warning to me, like, you should never sneak up on me because we'll definitely have interactions in the future? Because we won't. It's not gonna happen. So I haven't spoken in a long time. I just cleared out the entire first floor of visible ground items and trainers, so I figured I'd come fight a rocket. Or who could possibly be this guy? We, Team Rocket, are Pokemon gangsters. We strike fear with our strength. Oh, so you must be pretty strong then, huh? Like, battling a Team Rocket Grunt is probably going to be harder than fighting Brock or something. Because that was, a fair amount of time ago. Like, a lot of trainers I've gone through since then, so you should be pretty difficult just by how you're describing yourself. But, I also have a level 23 Wartortle, so that might be a bit hard to beat because all of your Pokemon seem to be at level 11. So you're really not, you're not strong, like at all. And now all of your Pokemon are fainted because I'm good at this game. Right, guys? See, even the audience agrees with me. I am so tired. I blew it! Yes, you did. Oh, I think this will probably be the only thing that I record today, maybe? I don't know. I'm just like... everything is dead in my body right now. I can barely think. I'm going through a lot of this just basically on rote, which is why I went probably 20 minutes, or maybe less, I'm not really sure anymore, without saying a single word. So I'm gonna go back and heal, and I'll just show you guys me fighting the Rockets. How's that sound? Good? Good. You don't get a say in this because you're not here. Okay, here we are at the next Rocket. Thief. How appropriate for the situation that is currently unfolding in these caves. We're pulling a big job here. Get lost, kid. You sound a lot like the other guy did, except you might not. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'ma fight you. Swine 'em, huh? Let's see how it does against a water gun. It's a super soaker. Victory. I am like very close to being on like I'm on the brink of becoming very loopy because I think I might be starting to get sick, which is just a wonderful thing when your main draw to doing something is talking. Yeah. So, you are good. Yeah, I'm the good guy, or do you mean my Skittles? Why would I do that? Why would I do anything for you? You just lost. Like, big time. I don't even think you got a hit in on me. You don't get to make any sort of threatening orders. Even if, like, you were to physically try to attack me, I'm pretty sure my Wartortle could beat you up. Heck, Pickpocket could probably beat you up. It wouldn't be that hard. You understand? You are not scary. My head is in a complete and utter fog. Everything is just kind of little bit strange. Luckily, I know this area of the game better than a lot of things, and that's a shove it. Bite it. How can I bite a ghost? You know, I've always found it kind of odd that they decided to make bite a dark move. Like, I'm grateful for it, that bite and crunch are dark moves. It's a great thing to add to a moveset. Like, hey, here's a Pokemon that can now fight Psychic and Ghost Pokemon pretty respectively because it has Crunch. It's just, at the same time, why is it dark? Why isn't it what it originally was, a normal attack? Because dark didn't exist in the original first generation games. I mean, I guess they needed some sort of, like, just attack in Gen 2. I'm pretty sure it changed to dark immediately in Gen 2. They just needed some attack that they could use against, or for, dark Pokemon, such as the first listed dark Pokemon, Umbreon. I know it can learn it. Probably would learn it when it's an Eevee, though. It's just like... And... honestly, I'm probably not being, like, deep or very thoughtful at all right now. This could just be... just mindless dribble coming from my mouth. But at the moment, it doesn't seem like that, and I think that's what's really important. Hopefully. I don't know. Speaking of move types, the move Curse. What is up with Curse? Why is it what it is? I guess. And that being, like, why doesn't it have a type? Like, I honestly don't know if they changed it in the later generations because I come across Curse so little. But, like, up to, I'm pretty sure Gen 5, it's a typeless attack. But for some reason, if you use it as a ghost Pokemon, then for some reason I can't talk anymore. If you use it as a ghost Pokemon, it takes half your health and curses the opponent Pokemon to gradually take chunks of damage. But if you use it as any other Pokemon, it works as a buff. Like, it raises, like, I think your attack and defense at the cost of speed, maybe? But why? Why would it do that? And that's a Totodile. I'ma faint it. I did it. Goodbye, random wild Totodile. It's just like, why not make it a ghost move? Why make it this question mark, question mark, question mark? Now, maybe in 6th gen they changed it, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I haven't played a 6th generation game yet. Mainly because I don't own a 3D or 2DS. But it's just there are just some ideas with these games that I just don't know why they chose them. The only ones that I can think of course, right now are Bite and Curse, because my brain is, mashed potatoes. But, just... I mean, they did actually help with some of that stuff, with some of the things that I didn't really ever understand, or I found a little bit annoying, with the implication of fairy types, actually. Because it really helped, like, balance out a lot of the system, because throughout all of the first 5 gens, dragons were always, like, just too powerful. I mean, yeah, they were usually the pseudo-legendaries and such, but at the same time, they were just too good. There was, like, I mean, that's the reason why Charizard never got the dragon typing until its Mega Evolution, was because Dragon was overpowered for so long. So, especially in the very first generation. Oh my gosh. In the first generation, if something was psychic, or something was dragon, it was nearly unstoppable. And it's because they were just too powerful at the time. Like, I played, like, I think it was my yellow version against my friend's, like, red version or something. I'm not 100% sure if that was right, but we played that, and it was pretty recently, like, just a couple years ago or something. And he had a Mr. Mime on his team. And that Mr. Mime destroyed me. Like, it would use Confusion, because we were using pretty low-level Pokemon, but it would use Confusion, and it wasn't even his highest level, and didn't reach the highest level of my Pokemon either. But I said this 7 times now, but it would use Confusion, and it would just faint anything that I sent out against it. And the only thing that I had that was, like, even remotely psychic was a Psyduck. And I lost almost instantly when I sent out my Psyduck, because his Mr. Mime used Confusion. And, like, there was a reason why they made Lance a dragon trainer, because it was some of the most powerful things and some of the hardest things to hit. Why didn't I use Bite? Doesn't matter. But it's just... that's one of the reasons why they brought in Dark, because Psychic was just so overpowered. And that's why they finally brought in Fairy, because Dragon has continually been overpowered. That, and they were kinda due, I guess, for another type, because another type hadn't been introduced since all the way back in Gen 2. The implication of Dark and Steel. It's just like, yeah, we can add another type. And speaking of typing, I don't know why I just keep on going on tangents, but it's fun to me and whatever, and it gives you guys something to listen to, and I don't have to just jump cut all throughout a place when I can just ramble about stuff. But, like, one thing that's kind of interesting is, again, up to like Gen 5, I don't know if it's changed for the next, now 2 generations, because of all the sun and moon stuff. I'm just saving because it's been like an hour since the last time I did. Remember, jump cuts. Helix fossil! Twitch memes! I'm taking it. But yeah. So, again, up to at least Generation 5, there are no pure flying types. Not a single one. Every single flying Pokemon either has a secondary type, or flying is the secondary type. There are no Pokemon that are just flying. So it's just kind of an odd deal to have. Like, you know what? I'm gonna check. I'm going to check right here and now to see if in the 6th generation, if they changed it to where there is a Pokemon that is only flying, and then I was very wrong. Okay, so not only was there a pure flying type technically before the 5th generation, but there are, well, technically, again, only one, but 2 pure flying types in the 5th generation. The first one is from the 4th generation, and it's only pure flying type because it's Arceus or Arceus. I don't know which one you guys want me to pronounce it as, and I don't really know if I care or not if I pronounce it right. But yeah, there's that, and then there's, just a second, I forgot what it's called, because I spent very little time with the 5th generation. So yeah, it's both forms of Tornadus, which is one of the, like, legendary trio Pokemon of the 5th generation, which there were like 4 trios or something in the 5th gen. There were just honestly too many trios. I'm fine with a lot of legendaries. I mean, seriously, 4th gen is one of the ones that I've spent the most time in, and they had a lot of them in that. Just the 5th generation just kind of stepped that up a notch to a point where it's just kind of like, why? But anyway, I think this episode's gone on long enough, so I'm gonna sell some things, and then I'm gonna take a nap, even though I woke up like 2 hours ago, or something. Yeah, maybe 2.5 hours ago, something like that. I don't really know. My brain doesn't work. Have I mentioned that yet? Anyway, my name is Odysseus Prometheus III, but you can call me Odie. I'll see you next time. Hopefully, I'm saying this out. I'm gonna take a nap now. Goodbye, guys. Hey, hey, hey. You should subscribe.